Hello everyone, in this video we are going to cover the current affairs. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GKToday Academy app. For regular updates, please join our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. Now we have started a new channel, Civils Academy. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. Now let's start. So the first question is, who is the head of Parliamentary Standing Committee on Information Technology? So this committee is headed by Dr. Shashi Tharoor. Recently, this committee on information technology was in news because it decided to take up the issue of TRP manipulation. What is TRP? It is television rating points. So recently, BARC, that is Broadcast Audience Research Council India, which published these TRP figures, decided to pause the TRP for 3 months. Now, coming back to this BARC India, so as of now, Puneet Goenka is the chairperson of BARC India, and the headquarters of this BARC is in Mumbai in Maharashtra. Next question is, as per the recent report titled Animal Discoveries 2019 and Planet Discoveries 2019, how many new species were discovered in that year? So right answer is 544. And recently ZSI, that is Zoological Survey of India, and BSI, that is Botanical Survey of India, released a report titled Animal Discoveries and Plant Discoveries 2019. So as per this, 544 new species were discovered, out of which 364 are animal species and rest are plant species. Now coming back to this ZSI, that is Zoological Survey of India. So the headquarters is in Kolkata in West Bengal, and it is under Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Now, BSI is Botanical Survey of India. Its headquarters is also in Kolkata in West Bengal, and this is also under Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Now, recently Kolkata was in news as India's first tram library will be started in Kolkata in West Bengal. Next question is, which state or union territory has exempted road tax on its battery operated vehicles? So this has been announced by New Delhi government. It is important to note that recently the government of Delhi also announced new electric vehicle policy. Apart from that, New Delhi government was also in news because of its new tree transplantation policy. Delhi was also in news because of first electric vehicle public charging plaza. So this first electric vehicle public charging plaza was recently started at Chelmsford Club in Delhi. Now for electric vehicle, we have a scheme FAME, that is Faster Adoption and Manufacturing of Hybrid and Electric Vehicles. So it is for hybrid vehicles and it is for electric vehicles. Answer in comment box which is the nodal ministry for this FAME scheme. Next question is, next generation Treasury application that was seen in news recently is to be deployed by which organization? Right answer is Reserve Bank of India. So RBI decided to move to the NGTA for managing the foreign exchange and gold reserve of our country. What is NGTA? It is Next Generation Treasury Application. So this is a web-based application, and recently RBI decided to use this application for the management of foreign currency and gold reserve. Recently RBI was also in news because positive pay feature, and this feature will be effective from 1st of January 2021. RBI was also in news because of KV Kamath Committee. It was also in news as recently RBI granted PSL status to startups. PSL stands for Priority Sector Lending. Next question is, Sadir Japarov has been appointed as the new Prime Minister of which country? So he has been appointed as the new Prime Minister of Kyrgyzstan. It is important to note that recently the country's election commission declared the poll results as invalid. The capital of Kyrgyzstan is Bishkek, and the currency of Kyrgyzstan is Kyrgyzstani Som, and Sadar Japarov has been appointed as the new Prime Minister of Kyrgyzstan. Netipu Tunnel, which was in news recently, is in which state of our country? So it is in Arunachal Pradesh. Recently it was in news because Union Defence Minister Mr. Rajnath Singh laid the foundation stone of this Netipu Tunnel, and it is in Arunachal Pradesh. This tunnel is located on BCT Road. What is BCT Road? It is Balipura Chardur Tawang, and this is in Arunachal Pradesh. Recently, Arunachal Pradesh was also in news because of e-Vidhan project. Answer in comment box what is the objective of this e-Vidhan project. Arunachal Pradesh was also in news as recently AAI, that is Airport Authority of India, started the construction of a new airport at Holongi. So this Holongi is in Arunachal Pradesh, and this is going to be a greenfield project. Greenfield means completely new project. Brownfield means you are repairing the existing infrastructure. Next question is Khardungla Pass is situated in which state or union territory? So it is in Ladakh, and it is in Leh district of Ladakh, and it is a gateway to Shoyak and to Nubra Valley, and it is maintained by BRO. What is BRO? It is Border Road Organization, and it is under MOD, that is Ministry of Defense. Present Director General of BRO is Lieutenant General Harpal Singh, and the headquarters of BRO is in New Delhi. Recently it was in news because on the occasion of IAF Day, that is Indian Air Force Day, the Indian Air Force created a record of highest skydive landing at this Khardungla Pass. Now IAF Day is celebrated on 8th of October, and this was 88th IAF Day. Next question is India's first dragonfly fossil was found in which state recently? So it was found in Jharkhand, and this is India's first dragonfly fossil, and this was found in Latehar district of Jharkhand. Recently, Jharkhand was in news because Sohrai Khowar of Jharkhand got GI tag. GI stands for Geographical Indication. Jharkhand was also in news because of Mukhyamantri Shramik Yojana, and this is a scheme for urban workers, and like Manrega, this will provide employment guarantee opportunity to the urban workers. Manrega is for rural areas, and this scheme will be implemented in the urban areas. Next is Protect a Generation report has been released by PwC India and which agency? So it has been released by Save the Children India and PwC, and this report is based on a study that was conducted in 3 states of our country. These 3 states are Uttarakhand, Madhya Pradesh and West Bengal. Now, as per this report, the children of up to 58% families faced health issues due to climate change. So you see how environment and health are so deeply interconnected that 58% of the children were impacted because of the climate change. That means their health was impacted because of climate change. So this is on the basis of a report, and the name of report is Protect a Generation. It has been released by PwC and Save the Children India Foundation. Next question is how many Indian beaches have been given the status of blue flag? So total 8 beaches were given the status of blue flag. You can pause the screen to take a screenshot of these names. Just revise them before exam. Now this blue flag status is given by FEE, that is Foundation for Environment Education, and this is a Copenhagen based non-governmental organization which work in the field of environment, and it is known for its few active programs. One is Blue Flag, another one is Eco Schools, another program is Young Reporters for Environment, and one program is LEAF, LEAF, that is Learning About Forest, and 5th program is Green Key International. Next question is what is the issue price of 7th series of sovereign gold bond? Now first thing first, what is the meaning of this term sovereign gold bond? So these are the gold bonds which are issued by the Reserve Bank of India on the behalf of government. So these are government bonds which are issued by Reserve Bank of India, and these are gold bonds. So the issue price of 7th series of sovereign gold bond scheme has been fixed at 5051 per gram. That means 5051 rupees per gram. Now, few important points about this scheme are, first thing first, the bonds purchased under this scheme will have a maturity period of 8 years. That means your money is locked in for this much time period if you invest in this scheme. However, there is an exit option after 5 years. Second is issue price. So for this time, the issue price is 5051 rupees per gram. So one bond means 1 gram of gold, and the issue price will be 5051 for this season. Next is interest rate. So the investment in these bonds earn interest of 2.5% and this interest is paid semi-annually. And last point is investment limit. So an individual investor can purchase one bond to 4,000 bonds. That means you can purchase in this range. In simplest term, one cannot purchase more than 4,000 bonds. So these were the most important questions. Now we are going to cover important events. Feel free to skip it at your own risk if you do not like the format. First is Mission Shakti. So it is related to Uttar Pradesh government, and Uttar Pradesh government decided to launch this Mission Shakti for women's safety for the upcoming Navratri festival. Uttar Pradesh government was also in news as recently it launched Operation Durachari. That too was related to women's safety. Next is Paytm. So recently Paytm launched same day bank settlement facility. That means the settlement of payment will be done on same day instead of waiting for upcoming days. Next is Central Bank of the Year Award. So Bank of Ghana has won the Central Bank of the Year Award. On the other hand, Mark Carney has won the Governor of the Year Award, and Mark Carney is the Governor of Bank of England. Next is Project Red. So recently LIC Housing Finance Limited has launched this Project Red. What is the full form of Red? It is reimagining excellence through digital transformation. So this project has been launched by LIC Housing Finance Limited to improve the efficiency at every level of the organization. So the project is to increase efficiency in the organization. Next is GRAP and EPCA. So this is related to Delhi government and we have already covered this in our past sections as well. So please read about GRAP and EPCA. Next is Argentina. So recently Argentina became the first country in the world to approve the use of drought resistant genetically modified wheat. So this variety of wheat is genetically modified and this is drought resistant and it has been approved by Argentina, and therefore Argentina became the first country in the world to do so. Now in India, the nodal authority for GM crops, that means nodal authority is GEAC. Now answer in comment box, this GEAC is under which ministry and who is the chairperson of GEAC? Next is Mansi Joshi. So recently Mansi Joshi was in news because of Barbie. Barbie is American doll manufacturer and Mansi Joshi is para badminton world champion. So recently this American doll manufacturer company Barbie modeled a doll like Mansi Joshi, and therefore she became the first Indian para athlete to get such a Barbie doll which is modeled like her. Next is Jashan-e-Dal. So as the name suggests, this was a festival, sports festival, which was organized in Dal Lake, and this was organized by J&K Police. Next is 800. So this is the movie which is based on Sri Lankan cricketer Muthaiya Muralidharan, and his role will be played by Vijay Satpathy. Actually, it was in news because of a controversy. So that's why you should know it. Next is the Healthy Life Program. So SDFC Bank has launched this Healthy Life Program for its customers. And this is a program which has been launched in association with Apollo Hospitals. So SDFC and Apollo Hospitals have collaborated to launch this Healthy Life Program, and it provides holistic healthcare solution. Next is world's biggest zinc smelter project. So this is going to be in Gujarat, and for that Gujarat government has signed a pact with Vedanta Group, and this zinc smelter project is going to be the world's biggest, and it is going to be in Doshawada, and it is in Tapi district of Gujarat. Next is Srikant Datar. So recently Indian origin Srikant Datar named Harvard Business School Dean. Next is Shobha Naidu. So she passed away recently and she was renowned Kuchipudi dancer. Apart from her, recently John Reid passed away and he was well known cricketer from New Zealand. Next is FAO, that is Food and Agriculture Organization. Headquarters is in Rome, and recently it was in news because Prime Minister is going to release a commemorative coin of 75 rupees on the occasion of 75th anniversary of FAO, and it is on 16th of October. Next is Sujal mission. So recently Odisha government launched the Sujal mission, and it is a mission to provide drinking water in taps. Next is Epivac Corona. So this is the second vaccine which has been announced by Russia. Now, recently Russia was also in news because of Alexei Navalny. Now, please note that in yesterday's lecture, I had mentioned that due to poisoning. Now, please note that in last lecture, I had mentioned that he was poisoned and this led to his death. Now, later I realized that that news article was not reliable and he is still alive. So, please correct this. Next is 15th of October. So, 15th of October is International Day of Rural Women. And the theme was Building Rural Women's Resilience in the Wake of COVID-19. Apart from that, 15th of October was also celebrated as World Students' Day. And it is celebrated because it is the birth anniversary of our former president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Next is ISA, that is International Solar Alliance. The headquarters is in Gurugram, and recently India and France were re-elected as president and co-president of ISA for the time period of 2 years. Next is DGFT, that is Directorate General of Foreign Trade. So recently DGFT changed some trade norms. First is related to air conditioners. So now air conditioners are in prohibited category. What does that mean? Previously air conditioners were in free category. That means there was no restriction on the imports of air conditioners. But now DGFT has put them in restricted category. DGFT have put them in prohibited category. On the other hand, DGFT removed restrictions on the alcohol-based hand sanitizers. Previously, government imposed restrictions on the export of these hand sanitizers, that means alcohol-based hand sanitizers, but now these restrictions are removed. On the other hand, restrictions were imposed on the import of air conditioners. So that was all for the day. Thank you.